is gone, Tariq is a baby ghost, and Diana is like a reincarnated Monet. Yeah. It was a lot going on Power Book of Ghosts 2, and we got to talk about it. What is up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl EJ, and I am back with another quick thoughts over Power Book of Ghosts 2. This is the finale episode, y'all. Now, there was a lot of things that went down on this episode, and let's just start with some of the biggest moments. We all wanted to see NOMA go away, and boom, she's gone. But to be fair, it really is her own fault. I mean, she didn't have to go. She could have lived to fight another day, but she chose this, so it is what it is. Another big moment on Power Book of Ghosts 2 was the fact that Tariq turned into like a baby ghost. We not giving him no full ghost privileges because Tariq still has a lot of growing to do. But I will say this, Tariq definitely showed up, and I respected Tariq a lot more after seeing this episode, and I actually welcome seeing more of Tariq. Something tells me that Power Book of Ghosts is not going anywhere. Maybe the name will go somewhere. Maybe they'll change the name. Maybe it'll go to a different network. But I don't feel like this was a complete closure on this particular chapter or this particular journey that we see that Tariq is on. Everybody knows that I am a huge Effie fan and that I rise for my girl Effie. You know, I am a little indifferent about the fact that she gave Kane the money, but when it was all said and done, Kane was the one person who continuously showed up for her regardless. He didn't toss her to the side. He didn't do any of that per se. You know what I mean? Like, he paid the money for her to go to school when she needed the money to go to school. And there were a couple of other times that Kane showed up for her. But at the end of the day, you know, Kane decided to choose himself and he wanted to make this big power play. And we get that. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. So I'm not really mad at Effie for giving him the money. I wish she would have just went on and got out of the game like she really wanted to, but she did something that was selfless. And you know, we know Effie to be a person who has to look out for herself, and in turn that makes her selfish, and that's okay too. But this time she was like, look, I'm gonna be a little bit selfless and I'm gonna go ahead and do this for him. So you know, there's that. So now we know that her, Tariq, are back working together again, and she has to make the money back so that she can get back into this co-op program that she eventually wants to get to. Will Effie ever make it there, y'all? I really don't know at this point. Now, another big move was the Brayden move. Brayden had been being a little reckless, and Tariq saw this. At the end of the day, they can't be partners anymore. They can't be 50-50 because Brayden doesn't know how to be, well, I'm not going to say how to be. Brayden is in this era in his life right now where the cocoa is a little more important, and that right there is going to mess up things, and he's going to make mistakes that they can't come back from. Tariq has decided to go all in. Tariq has decided that he wants to be on top. You cannot be on the top if your number two is reckless. We've already seen that before. We know how this goes. So I think that that was a good decision that he made on that particular part, but I don't know how it would play out in the future. Will Brayden be, you know, kind of salty because of this? Will we see? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot that could go on with that particular part. I love that Davis was able to get his license back. I mean, Davis is definitely going to be an asset. Davis is going to be a main key piece in Tariq's operation. He's going to be over the financial side of it, making sure that the money stays clean. I love that for him. I think that Davis is like the perfect criminal. Everybody wonders why he had to go get a body, but at the end of the day, I think it was because he needed to have dirt too. It is what it is. And then there's our Tejadas, right? We see that Drew decided to finally go ahead and live his dreams and take this second chance because he knows that this is his last second chance. It's funny because every time we turn around, 1 minute Drew wants to be out the game, then he wants to be in the game, then he wants to be the boss, then he doesn't want to be the boss. Sometimes I have no clue what Drew really wants, but I think with the fact that his parents are gone and now Kane is on the run, I think this is an opportunity for Drew to just go and just redo his whole image and just maybe focus on himself. And I think this is probably the best option for him. So then there's Diana. Diana is like a reincarnated Monet. She has decided to embrace the business. She wants to rebuild the business. We saw her sitting at the head of that table. So we all know that this is just her finally succumbing to what it is, and her finally embracing her dark side. At the end of the day, we knew that Diana was the one person who always wanted to be, on the opposite end of it. She didn't want any part of this, but I mean, it is what it is. After all the loss and all the death, she just decided, hell, I might as well embrace it. And here we are. Now, Kane, of course, is on the run. We don't know what his future holds, and we don't know exactly where we're going to see him at. We don't know if he's ever going to be able to get out of this situation that he's found himself in. I mean, Noma was a big crime boss, but she had turned CI, y'all, at the end, which I thought was incredibly stupid on her part. Like, Noma made no sense to me when we got down to the wire of it. She's been doing a lot of questionable things already, but I mean, this very last part, I was like, I don't know, Noma. There's a lot to say about this character that was supposed to be the big bad wolf, but turns out she was just part of a family business, and that she was just she wasn't the chief is what it all boiled down to, and that she made some questionable decisions that in turn got her daughter unalive. So anyway, y'all, when it's all said and done, I feel like this was a solid finale. I feel like we closed up a lot of things. We went into this knowing that there were not going to be things that were going to come about, that we weren't going to be able to close every little single thing, that every little single thing wasn't going to be able to be addressed. That is what's up with Power Book of Ghosts 2, the finale. Those are my quick thoughts. Let me know what y'all thought about the finale. What did y'all think about everybody's journey and how they ended? I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't feel like this power thing is over with, because like they said, power never ends, right? So we know that there's going to be more story to tell, and I, for one, am going to be interested and excited to see where Tariq St. Patrick's story is going to go. Now that we know that he has fully embraced his inner baby ghost, we know that it's really just up from here. So we gotta see where this story truly ends, because this seems like a new beginning to me. So anyway, y'all, drop y'all thoughts down below. If you like the video, make sure to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to your girl channel. Turn on your notifications so that you do not miss out on any of my future Power Book of Ghosts 2 talks. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.